Hey guys, welcome back. You know, I've always been a lover of the force in nature. It's just fun to use, but I haven't gotten much use out of the soda popper, which is kinda like the force of nature's cousin. Both have 2 shots, both fire faster, but while the FAN does immense knockback and damage, the soda popper lets you hop around like a coked up flea. So how good is it? Let's forget about the power up for a minute and just focus on damage output. What makes the soda popper unique is that faster reload time. It's so fast that the soda popper almost keeps pace with the damage of the stock scattergun. Not quite, but it's close. The lack of the knockback compared to the fan means that against any class you could kill in 2 shots, the soda popper is technically a straight upgrade. It fires faster without launching the enemy 900 feet into the air. This on its own would make it well worth using. The faster firing speed can throw you off at first. If you're used to the scattergun, you'll find yourself missing that second shot a whole lot. But honestly, with all of the weapons that increase the scout's firing speed, ironically the best thing is to slow down and not take advantage of it. Fire in a rhythm similar to stock and frequently double jump so you aren't as vulnerable while reloading. The soda popper can finish reloading while you're in the air, it's so fast. The quicker shooting speed can come in handy, and if you have fast reflexes or your opponent is standing still, you can just deal 200 damage in a split second. It has all the burst potential of the fan, but with increased sustain thanks to that lightning quick reload speed. It's the best unlockable scattergun in the game because it actually rivals stock and can frequently beat it in a head-to-head fight. But all of this is preliminary. What makes the soda popper really unique is that it lets you fly. Dealing damage with any weapon builds the height meter. When it's full, you can right-click at any time to gain 5 extra air jumps. It's not really a double jump anymore. Spamming the spacebar while switching directions makes you utterly impossible to hit. Seriously, impossible. If a soldier or demo man manages to kill you while you're hopping around like this, just applaud them, because how do you even do that? Scout thrives off of confusing enemies with his speed and making them lose track of his location, and the soda popper lets you do that with hilarious ease. Remember, you can change the direction of your movement with each jump, so the soda popper gives you 5 chances to ricochet yourself in any direction or combination of directions you choose. The extra height is nice, the confusion is deadly. Enemies will know that you have this buff. When your height meter is active, all weapons glow bright purple and each extra jump leaves a purple trail behind. So it is possible for enemies to track you down while you're flying around. It's just that they won't be able to hit you most of the time. It's obvious what you're meant to do with this. Use the extra jumps to sneak up on somebody and deliver an even faster burst of damage from an impossible angle. There's no better feeling in the world than zipping across the skybox to deliver a slam dunk meat shot right on top of some poor guy's head. It's like being a homing missile. Scout is already good at escaping bad situations. If you have a full height meter, it's no longer possible to corner you. You can be in situations even a regular scout couldn't escape, but nope. Goodbye. It enhances your ability to flank, to escape, to confuse enemies, so what's it bad at? Well, the soda popper still only has 2 shots in the barrel. Those shots do a lot of damage and can come out of the gun really fast, but if you run into a room of 6 people, you'll let most kill 1 or 2 of them before the others gun you down. Being able to fly is amazing, but if there's a sentry gun, it doesn't do that much. Sentries have perfect aim and don't get confused, so you still have to stay away from the engineer nest. All the things that can kill a scout still kill a soda popper scout, but his ability to win duels or even fight small groups is enhanced, and if you really want to kill an enemy medic, there's not really a good way to stop you from doing so. If you don't care about getting out alive and just want to kill one specific guy, the soda popper lets you do that. If you do want to get out alive, the height meter is basically the scout's version of the dead ringer. It lets him escape when he shouldn't, even if cornered. If you combine the soda popper with the winger, it makes your effective range basically infinite. There's no way to explain it, just look at this. Look at how far you can go before touching the ground. I'm not saying you should always do this, but look at it, I'm just hovering. So why don't more people use it if it's so good? Well, put simply, it's too hard. The stock scattergun has a really nice, even rhythm. It helps you stay in this flow where you're dealing damage at a steady pace while dodging enemies. The soda popper is just cocaine. It has a massive high of both burst damage and movement boost, and then a huge come down when you reload or die of fall damage. Despite everything I've said about how quick the soda popper reloads, it's still only 2 shots, and the time between them is just long enough that most classes can still get you if they don't panic. Your margin for error with this gun is so slim. You can drop out of nowhere and slam some poor guy with 100 damage, but then miss the next shot and be stuck reloading or swapping to the pistol. The winger or pistol are the only safe secondaries to really use with the soda popper unless you're so good at aiming that every single shot is a max damage meat shot. While the damage ceiling on the soda popper feels higher, it's riskier and takes some serious adjustment to use properly. It removes all of Scout's defensive potential for extreme assassination potential. A soda popper Scout can just appear from nowhere and deal insane damage before zipping out again, but he can't easily defend an objective or protect a medic. I know most Scouts don't do that anyway, but you'd be surprised just how good a stock Scout can be at defending. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the soda popper is a glass cannon taped to a jetpack. You're fragile, but you can go so far and so fast and do so much damage. When paired with a decent sidearm like the winger, which is seriously underrated by the way, or the more standard pistol, you can be a pretty nasty shotgun spy. Because that's what this is. It's a spy with a shotgun. Instead of invisibility, you have flight. Instead of a knife, you have very fast shotgun blasts with a longish reload. It's well worth the time it takes to get good with it, because once you do, you can just decide to kill somebody, and no matter how far away he is, you will get him. You might die afterwards, but so would a spy most of the time. As far as side grades go, this gun is the closest it comes to a true alternative to stock that doesn't have a crippling penalty attached. You do have to play differently, but no less effectively once you master it. It's fun, frenetic, fast, and almost impossible to shut down without a mini-sentry. Alright, I'm gonna go play Demo Man.